any of my intro? Do you want my computer?
No, just show you.
Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. Here we are with Off the Wall Graffiti, immersed in art. And today, I am lucky, super honored to have my old friend, Lucif, on the pod to talk about his stories from the streets. Sitting next to him is the darling, enchanting, and princess-like.
The beautiful Jules. You want to say hi? Say hi.
Hello. All right. So we are on a time crunch. We know this for today, and your stories are always awesome. So I know we'll have you come back, but for right now, we'll get started with a story from the street, and feel free to tell us about one.
All right, let me think.
There's so many.
It's supposed to be a police chase, or what?
It's supposed to be whatever you want to talk about for 20 minutes about the thrill, the scary parts, the good parts, something that you want us to know about.
Well, I'll go ahead and shoot you a story. I can go ahead and shoot you a story about a time it was me and a couple friends. Hey, baby. Scary stories. It was about me
These
and a
are
couple
scary.
friends. We decided to paint one night. We hadn't painted in it was a nice little reunion, a couple crewmates. It was off the 10 freeway. Nice little, the sound walls. I'm talking about up on the, when you look up to the right when you're driving by, you see a lot of bombs on the 10 freeway over there in Los Angeles, West LA. So it was getting pretty active. A lot of crews were, doing their thing right there. So we wanted to make sure we put our crew there.
Got it. Yep.
All right,
Represent.
Represent to the fullest as much as we're capable of doing. And like I said, it's been a while, so it just felt good to go, get out with the boys and, have a couple drinks, make sure we did our thing. And
Of 7
nice
Up.
little release.
It was 7 Up,
7
Jules.
Up, definitely 7 Up mixed with some rum. And
I gave you an out.
no outfit. Yeah, it was crazy. We were just painting the spot. Things were going real smooth. It felt good. We haven't painted in a long time, so it's nice to know that everyone's still, acclimated to what you need to do when a situation occurs.
Did you have a lookout?
No, it was on the 10 freeway, so we're up on a slant, and they're not gonna really see us in the shadows unless you're pretty much like us. You're a graffiti artist, or maybe one time, whatever. So what happened is we're about to finish the spot up, and you hear when we call them ghetto birds, just the police chopper.
Yeah.
You hear thunder in the sky. You already know what the deal is. You gotta get low, get in the bush, do whatever you gotta do to remain hidden. And but this time it was loud as
They were right above you.
They were right above us. And we thought we were pretty hidden. They made a little the circular pattern that they normally do, and they. I don't know, they just shot the light on us. We were 3 deep right there. We thought that, if we all run split different ways, that possibly one of us could get away. So it was pretty fucking crazy. I saw everybody jam out between, one person ran down to the freeway where the cars are coming, and the other person hopped into the apartment building behind, and then me, I'm like, fuck, what do I do? I thought that maybe the bird would fucking follow them, but unfortunately it followed me,
Okay.
So I found a little van.
Shiny light following you.
But the thing is, there was an apartment building next to me and some trees, so there's little vantage points that they can't really see.
Okay.
So I took advantage as soon as they made the circular motion. I took advantage so they couldn't get the light directly on me, and I thought that I got away. I dove under a little van. I was hiding out for a little bit, and then I hear it, through the sky, and I'm like, fuck, this guy, he already got me again. Came right on top of me again, and so I'm under the van, screaming, or not screaming, but inside my body screaming. I'm scared as fuck. I'm shivering. Excuse my language, baby. I'm shivering, and I'm like, fuck, what do I do? How are they gonna come after me? Everyone else ran. And then the light's just right over me, so I'm seeing right around the van, just the light, and it's not fucking
and you're
moving.
underneath.
I'm like, dude, this is fucking wild. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get stuck under here. I'm gonna just try my best to get out of there, which I did. I jammed out, climbed out. There was cop cars coming up the street from where I was. Had to hop a wall real quick, and luckily there was a bunch of trees that pretty much gave me a cover, And for me, from my understanding, they have the heat sensing cameras and you see it on cops.
Like night vision, yeah.
So I'm thinking for sure they fucking got me, no matter what, from under trees or what, but I don't know what the fuck happened. They couldn't find me in these fucking trees. Started jamming out towards the entrance of the freeway. Seeing cops just, highway patrol just fucking jamming onto the freeway, and They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
I get out somehow. I get this little gap where these cop cars were not. I ended up getting out. Started running up the street and trying to act my best like a civil dude, but like I'm dressed pretty nice. Just got off of work, and I'm in the hood right there. So it looks odd if I'm just walking at 4 o'clock in the morning with a bag of paint, like in a nice little get up,
Yeah.
So I see cops all going by me. They're all shining the light. I'm like, fuck, dude. The thing I'm worried about is I already got out of the scene. I'm worried about that my friends are probably both caught. How the fuck am I gonna get to work the next morning? What am I gonna do to pick up my daughter? Everything's just going through my mind. I'm freaking out, So I start walking down the street, I could say some miles. I look to the right. For whatever reason, I was gonna go left, and I just decided to look to the right. And I see one of my boys like way down there, and the dude's like waving at me. I'm like, no fucking way, you got away? So it was like the most happiest moment of my life, honestly. I'm like, I see this dude like running at me. It's like when you see in the movies, like when people reunite and it's like all slow motion. It's like, oh my boy,
Yeah.
So we ran up. It's like, dude, like fuck, I love you, dog. I cannot believe you got away from that. And then we're like, oh fuck, we got another homie out there, So we're like, okay.
You had to go collect him.
We had to go fucking find the homie. So we spent all night until like, oh man, I was so close to when I needed to go to work, and I had to drop her off at school every morning. So
yeah,
obviously,
which is a good thing.
It's a very good thing. Maybe not. Okay, not then. All right, and then whatever.
That time back then.
He always drops her off. Anyways, yeah, it was crazy. So we went back to look for the boy. Couldn't find him for forever. It was like the last minute that we just decided, dude, we gotta fucking find a way to get home. I have to get to to her. Yeah. So we're about to call an Uber off a payphone in a gas station, and out of nowhere, one boy just runs up in the car. Like this is hours later. This is hours later.
Crazy.
After the hood.
Like he had a GPS on you guys.
Yeah, like he had a GPS on us. Maybe that was the cop. Maybe that's what happened there. I just saying. No, but yeah, we ended up meeting up with him. It was pretty wild. What we did find out though is that he went back to the whip. He went back to the car per se, and I guess somebody didn't close the trunk properly. So the lights are on in the car when the things are open. Yeah. And what happened to him is when he went back, and this is why it took him hours before we saw him. He was going back to the car, and he said that as soon as he got and opened his car door, he's like, fuck, they left this shit on, that's fucked up. That's probably why somebody was sketchy, whatever, called the cops. Right. Then cops started coming up the street. So he's right there at the vehicle.
He had to chase away?
No, he ended up getting in the car trying to dip out, he tried to get away, but the cops ended up getting that fool. Yeah.
And then he came and got you guys?
Yeah, which was weird because they let him go from there, and then they gave him some type of ticket too. The first reason why they let him go, and it was like, you're not allowed to have spray paint in this type of area. Yeah. That's fucking bullshit. I don't know what the hell ticket that is. That doesn't even make sense.
That was a gift, is what that was, really.
It wasn't a gift. He still did time. They ended up getting him for everything that they should have got him for during that period of time. So for whatever the reason, they were like, okay, you can be free tonight, But
go get your friends.
Yeah, go get your friends. Pretty much, like, okay, dude, your friend's daughter needs to go to school, bro. Like something up there was watching. That's all I can say. Yeah, so it's crazy. Everything ended up cool.
It's okay.
It's okay.
That's all right.
We're all sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yeah, but it's crazy. So, it just goes to show that things can get really wild out there.
It can.
Really, really wild. And that's just one of the millions of stories that I have,
I know.
This is the funny one.
Whenever I go to when I'm sick, I just stay there. I don't go to the office.
Well, you better stay in school.
You're good. Yeah, this is what we've been hearing. School's important.
School's very important. Did you do art in school?
Sort of.
Yeah.
By the way,
your tooth is about to fall out?
When my tooth hurts, I don't go to the office.
Good. You're a strong girl, like your dad. I mean, a strong. Yeah, you know what I mean. Your dad's a strong. Your guys are strong. The people's. Okay. What else is strong is that we have gone over time.
Yeah, right.
And not because of you, because of everything that's happened today. So you are our first guest back on next Saturday.
That's it, right.
Will you come back next Saturday?
I'm coming back for the beats for sure.
Will you talk? Can I get you back on?
Let's do a different theme or topic,
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll let you talk about school or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. You come too, Juliana. All right.
I sing ABC songs.
Go ahead and do it.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right.
All right.
So that was Stories from the Streets, part of Off the Wall Graffiti's Immersed in Arts podcasting. I want to shout out to Luciana West, who created our intro and exit music. You can find him at lucianowest.ca on Instagram. And where you can find this podcast, we'll figure it out. I'm sure you'll find it. There will be links in different places. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope we do more.